day, everyone. This is Mark Vello, and you're listening to Headline News. Intelligence Community: Extensive honey trap used by female communist spies in U.S. Eric Swalwell is the U.S. representative for California's 15th Congressional District. News exposed that he fell into the honey trap of a spy, Fang Fang, or Christine Fang, and became prey to the Chinese Communist Party. Daniel Hoffman, a former CIA station chief, recently told Fox News, "I can say with a high level of confidence that there are many more of these women out there. China's MO is to flood the zone." He believed that China's spying in the U.S. is extraordinarily diverse and ubiquitous. In fact, U.S. intelligence experts cannot even come to a conclusion of how many female spies are in the U.S. today, but roughly estimate that there could be thousands of them. These female spies use sophisticated tactics on their prey. The spies who set up the honey traps attended prestigious U.S. universities, spoke fluent English, and often used social media to connect with their targets. Hoffman said, "The goal is to become a trusted individual with whom the target can share information." The spy here would have wanted to learn everything she could about his personality, every little detail of his leadership style to build a profile. The idea here is to latch on to someone like a Swalwell when they are a junior and make contacts. It is much harder to do that when someone is already big and well known. Del Wilbur, a former U.S. intelligence officer, said, "The target is almost always a male, but there have been some instances of females also falling prey to this." The goal is to get the target into a compromising position, usually with photos or video evidence of their indiscretions. Among them, married men are most often targeted because they are more likely to be blackmailed out of concerns for divorce, loss of government recognition, and unemployment. Fox News cited current and former intelligence officials that female spy Christine Fang carried out her plans through fundraising campaigns, personal contacts, and charisma. Other than Swalwell, there are at least 2 mayors from the Midwest who also fell into the trap and had a relationship with her. Swalwell is a member of the House Intelligence Committee. He has access to a large amount of classified information. The fact that he fell into the honey trap is of great concern to national security. Hoffman described that the Chinese Communist Party is going to great lengths to steal classified information, not just using female spies. For example, the Chinese Consulate General in Houston was shut down this year because of spying activities. A Chinese military company bought land in Texas to build a windmill farm, but in reality it was used to spy on a neighboring U.S. Air Force base. Hoffman pointed out, "We missed an opportunity to learn some lessons and take corrective action. We need to help our state and local elected officials whom the Chinese are targeting ruthlessly." Beijing is carrying out extensive espionage activity. The honey trap is just one of the many ways that Beijing uses to get intelligence. A scandalous congressman's love affair with a female spy. Congressman wants to stop. The fallout from the case of CCP spy Fang Fang continues to fester in the U.S. GOP Representative Jim Sensenbrenner, a Wisconsin Republican, filed a complaint in the House Ethics Committee accusing Representative Eric Swalwell, the California Democrat, of violating professional ethics and demanding a thorough investigation. U.S. media outlet Breitbart reported on December 13th that the complaint filed with the Ethics Committee states that Swalwell, a member of the Intelligence Committee, was confirmed to have had dealings with Fang Fang, the female CCP spy. And the story indicates that the FBI was so concerned with his close relationship with Fang that they had to warn Swalwell in 2015. Representative Swalwell also hired an intern in his congressional office on Fang's recommendations. The complaint notes that in 2015, now House Speaker Nancy Pelosi appointed Swalwell to the Intelligence Committee, providing him with significant access to highly sensitive and classified information, in that it is unknown how much private and/or classified information Fang had access to as a result of her relationship with Representative Swalwell. Sensenbrenner stated that allowing an international spy to forge a close relationship with a member of Congress and then allowing personnel decisions to be influenced by a Chinese national does not reflect credibly on the House. The related lawsuit was formally filed on December 11th. On December 8th, the U.S. media website Axio published a report alleging that Fang, who had an affair with Swalwell, had been exposed as having affairs with several other politicians. Swalwell accepted various kinds of help from Fang in his campaign and placed interns in the congressman's office at the spy's request. In the same year, the FBI alerted Swalwell to Fang's espionage activities. The report said the two may still be communicating with each other, despite no apparent relationship. Several U.S. media reports noted that Swalwell's father and brother were still Facebook friends with Fang as of early December this year. Swalwell's relatives, however, cut their social media ties with Fang Fang after the scandal came to light. After the CCP spy scandal broke, many senior Republican lawmakers said Swalwell should be dismissed from the Intelligence Committee. U.S. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, Senator Josh Hawley, and several lawmakers have said that Swalwell should be expelled from the Intelligence Committee because he has jeopardized national security. Chinese communist diplomats are all over America. In addition to female spies, the American public has shockingly discovered that the Chinese Communist Party has their tentacles reached into every corner, every level, and every field of the United States. Americans are asking themselves, why are the highest-ranking Chinese Communist officials meeting with U.S. state and local officials at different levels, from the state senators all the way down to county officials, and even head of school districts? We want to know. We need to know. Indeed, the various photos show that Chinese Communist Party officials, including Li Keqiang and Cui Tiankai, have reached out to all parts of the United States and contacted American officials at all levels. What exactly are they up to? White House held national security meeting over hackers breaking into U.S. Department of the Treasury. A few days ago, it was disclosed that a foreign government had backed a skilled hacker group and stole information from the U.S. Department of the Treasury and the Department of Commerce's National Telecommunications and Information Administration. The attack was so serious that the White House National Security Council held a meeting to discuss this matter. John Ulliott, National Security Council spokesman, said, "The United States government is aware of these reports, and we are taking all necessary steps to identify and remedy any possible issues related to the situation." The U.S. intelligence community fears that the hackers who targeted the U.S. Department of the Treasury and the Department of Commerce's National Telecommunications and Information Administration might have used similar tools to break into other government agencies. Interestingly, when this news was released, many Americans unanimously pointed to Communist China as a suspect. This concludes tonight's broadcast. Thank you for your time, and stay tuned for the next Headline News.